My body has become much weaker over the last month and a half, as I mentioned in my previous videos. The holiday period was very difficult physically for me. Had a lot of breathing issues, increased coughing, and because of that, I couldn't work out, I couldn't go for walks, and as a result of that, my body got even weaker, and it's just like that vicious cycle. And as a result of all that, then I get more tired easily, and I need more rest, and everything just exhausts me much quicker. And perfect example of this is yesterday. My friend came to visit me for a couple hours, and he left around 5:30, something like that. And it's like the second he was gone, my body was just like completely drained. Like while he was there, we were talking, we were having fun. It was great. I enjoyed talking with him, hanging out with him, and I didn't realize how taxing it was on my body because I get tired quicker, and also as the day progresses, I get more and more tired. I have more difficulty breathing. I tend to cough more. And I wasn't necessarily aware of that because I was kind of like distracted having fun with my friend. But the second he left, it just kind of like hit me. And I'm like, I am so exhausted. I literally like went to bed immediately. Like all I had the strength for was let's fill my water bottle to make sure I have enough water for the night. Let's go pee to make sure I don't have to go to the bathroom immediately when I go to bed. Didn't even brush my teeth, didn't floss, should have technically eaten more. No way my body could handle that. All I had the strength for was just get up, fill the water bottle, go pee, go straight to bed. And, I had to take like Ventolin to help for the breathing and calm me down, as well as for the pain. Even though it's much better than it has been in the last few days, I still kind of feel it a bit in the leg. So just to make sure I wouldn't have any issues sleeping, I took a pain pill to help for that. And because, I know it also, makes me more tired in general. So did that, and it's like, you know, I try to go to sleep, but even then it's like sometimes my body just gets so exhausted that it takes a while for it to calm down enough that it can actually go to sleep, which I know sounds weird and counterintuitive, but that's just how it works sometimes. So all I have to say, I had a little time to think, and I just came to the conclusion that it's like I am so exhausted by what I'm going through at the moment. Especially the last few days has been very physically exhausting for me because I've had a lot of hospital appointments and stuff like that and stuff to deal with, and it just like burns me out very quickly. So by the end of the day, I'm just like completely exhausted, like literally to the point where I'm just like receiving a text from my wife, even though I love my wife and I always love talking with her and texting with her and everything, like when it's nearing the end of the day and I'm about to go to bed and I receive a text from her, there's this sensation of, just because the thought of mustering up the mental capacity required to write a logical response and the physical energy required to send it, even though it's just like typing it a little bit on the screen and then sending it, it's like I'm that physically exhausted that it's difficult for me to text. And it's just like having experienced that more intensely over the last couple of days, um, combined with the fact that yesterday I was like so exhausted that it did take me a little while to be able to fall asleep. I had some time to think, and I really realized like it's come, like I've reached a new level. Like there's been many different levels that I've achieved throughout this journey. And most recently it's like surrendering to God, surrendering to the ocean, having faith that whatever's meant to happen is going to happen, saying farewell to my loved ones, accepting that if I'm meant to die, that's okay. I'm not afraid of death, haven't been for a while. But it's like there's a big difference between accepting death and it's like, hey, whatever's meant to happen will happen. But now I realized I've reached a new level where I literally don't care if I live or die. I don't care. I just do not have the energy to care anymore. And I know that sucks and it's sad. It's like, yes, I still believe that it's possible for me to get better, to get cured. but I know it's possible I could die. It's not up to me, it's up to God, and whatever is meant to happen will happen. But it's like, before I still believe, like, oh, I hope that I live. I want to live. I want to build a life with my wife and everything. And now it's just gotten to the point where it's like, I don't even have the energy for that. It's like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, it hasn't changed anything. I still love my wife. I still hope that everything I just mentioned will happen. We'll have an amazing life together and everything. But it's just like, I do not have the energy, the physical and mental energy required to like hope for that. At this point, all I can do is just get through the day. And it's like, yeah, I don't even care anymore. It's like, if I die during the night, cool. If I wake up tomorrow, cool. I just don't care anymore. And in a way, like, that's a bad thing. But in another way, it's kind of like, I've gotten to the point where I can only live like one day at a time. I can't really plan ahead in the future. It's like, yeah, okay, that's bad in a way, but in another way, it's good because it forces me to live in the moment. Kind of the same thing with this. Like, yeah, okay, it kind of sucks that I got to that point where I just don't care anymore, but at the same time, it just relieves a certain pressure of like, caring and hoping that I'll get better and everything like that. So it's like, I know it's sad, I know it sucks, I know it affects my wife, and it's difficult for her, but it's just like that's what I'm currently going through. And it doesn't change anything. I'm still going to do whatever I can to get better, whatever I can to manage the symptoms, whatever I can to, you know, be able to start walking again and to start lifting weights again and to get better and everything. And I did have a meeting with my rehab team today. And my doctor prescribed some things that should help with that. I'll make a separate video going over that in detail. So it's like it doesn't change anything, but it's just gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, okay, I reached a new level. I don't care anymore. I just don't. So yeah, that's my life at the moment. So thank you for watching. If you want to encourage me, a couple options where you can do that. Normally would be to go through the GoFundMe if you want to donate through that. Because of the issues I've been having with that recently, because of the haters that have been starting to attack it and everything, I just want to make sure that everything's completely resolved on that front before I, tell people like, okay, cool, it's good, you can start donating again. So technically you can, but I would just recommend like, wait a day or two. I'll let you know whenever that's 100% fixed. In the meantime, if you want to donate through YouTube, you can go ahead and do that through super thanks, sorry, on any video. There's a button, you can just click on that and you can choose to donate whatever amount you want. The other option, as I discussed in my previous video, is I'm thinking of creating a membership, and I'm going to wait a couple of days to see if it's something people are interested in. What is the price point they would like for it to have, and what would they want to be included in that. So we'll see if that ends up being something that works out or not. I will let you know either way. And finally, if you know anyone either in YouTube or entertainment or podcasting or TV or basically anywhere that could help me share my message with a bigger audience, and use that as a way to share more positivity in the world, to motivate people, to encourage people, and by doing so, counterbalance the negativity that the haters has been bringing to the channel, to my life, to other subscribers and everything. If you know anyone in that arena, just please let me know. The best way to do that at the moment would be to go to either the description of the channel or the description of any of my videos. And near the bottom, there's going to be a link to my author website. You can just go there, and then through the contact page, send me an email, because obviously I don't want to publicly share my personal email because there's a lot of scammers and bots and everything out there. And I just, my life is complicated enough without getting hacked. So for now, that's the easiest way. I'm looking into a way to make that easier. But for now, if you know anyone you'd like to put me in contact with, that would be the best way to do it. So thank you for watching. I love you all very much. Thank you for being a part of my YouTube family. and I'll see you in the next video. I missed the button.